We're going to work on this piece later. And then we're going to clean the floor. But for now, this is a cheap piece of steak, and this is a filet mignon that was gifted to me because I would never spend money on one myself because I'm too ridiculously frugal. But let's see how they both do in the air fryer. Again, I've never read a single thing on how to use this, so somebody told me sprinkling water on it makes it crispy, or on some things when you use it, so I'm going to do that. So we're just sprinkling a little water. So it doesn't dry out. And then halfway through I usually add some butter, and that seemed to work really well. Actually, a lot of butter. Butter is great. It's so good for you too. They used to think it was bad for you. I used to say butter was good for you back when everyone said butter is bad for you. I was like, nope, it's not. I just had this weird intuition about food. I always knew butter would be good for you, even when everyone's like, no, margarine. And they're like, oh, margarine's definitely bad for you. It's a chemical. But butter isn't good for you either. No, butter is good for you. Eggs, I always knew eggs would be one of the best, healthiest foods on earth for you. When they were saying, oh, eggs will raise your cholesterol. Now they know eggs are literally possibly the most superfood on earth. And as soon as Atkins came out and I saw all my friends losing weight, I was like, that's it. Protein is where it's at. Meat is the best food on earth for you. You're made of meat. It would make sense. It doesn't always follow exactly the way you'd think, but like eating sugar doesn't turn you into sugar, but it would make sense that eating animals would turn you into, they have all the nutrients that exist in your body pretty much. So eating meat is the healthiest food on earth. And that flies in the face of all the stuff we learned in the 80s and 90s. But all those studies were based on a combination of a romantic seduction with Eastern Indian Buddhist vegetarianism that led to veganism, combined with a whole bunch of special interests of like the plant sellers, the people selling vegetables and people selling grains and stuff, getting in and creating this food pyramid. So first it was like first it was the 4 food groups, then it was the food pyramid. And the food pyramid said that the best thing on earth is eat tons of plant food, especially grains. Now we know that's the worst thing you can do. And sugar, bread is carbs. Carbs break down to sugar very quickly, and sugar is what makes you fat and lazy and gross. And it's pure energy. You need it if you're going to burn up a lot of energy. But if you're not, which most Americans sit around and look at screens all day, what are you doing right now? Then we don't use as much energy as our ancestors. We sit around a lot, and so we don't need that many carbs. They're really bad for you when you have excess ones. They just get stored. Your body's storing your energy right here for when you're actually going to use it, or any other place that is unflattering to your body. That's where your body decides to store it. So anyway, we'll see what happens with this. My dad always says put the salt and pepper and seasoning on first. Most people say to do that. I find if you put it on at the end, it tastes the same to me. But I think I'll throw some in just now and just see what happens. The cool thing is as soon as you open the door, it shuts off, and then you can do your stuff. You gotta be careful though, this is hot. All right, I had it cook in like 7 minutes, and I realized I had it on 250, which is way too low. So we're gonna bump it up to 450. There we go. Maybe that will be good for it, who knows. Okay, they've been in about 12 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, but it was half 250 and half 450. Anyway, let's put some butter on them. Okay, so we flipped each one. I put a pat of butter underneath each one and a pat of butter on top. They look like giant pats of butter. They're really not. It's just the angle, and they're small steaks. This one, the little piece broke off, but that's okay. We're doing about 9 more minutes, but we're going to check it after 5. 5 minutes in, it sounds like a lot of sizzle. I'm going to add a little more water. I'm really playing around here. I switched it to 350 for the last 5 minutes. Let's see what happens. All right, it dinged. Let's see. How are they going to be? That looks rare. How about this one? Oh, it cuts so... That one's totally raw still. All right, on the inside. So, see how rare is this? Yeah, they both need to go back in for about at least another 5 minutes, maybe 10. Fun times. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. I can smell it all the way down the hallway. Oh, this smells delicious. Choked up at how good it smells. Oh my gosh. Let's cut it open and see. Okay, I had to do this off camera. I couldn't cut it because I need one hand to hold the camera because Christina took my camera stand for the show. But look at this. This one, the cheap steak, came out medium. Yum. And the filet mignon came out medium rare. Oh, gorgeous. I can't wait to eat it. It smells so good. The cheaper steak is good. It's not as amazing as the first 2 times I did it. I don't think I should cook those 2 steaks together because they need different temps and different amounts of time. But it's still really good. I almost forgot to pour all the juice over it. Oh, that makes a huge difference. Filet is really good. It needs more salt and pepper, but it's juicy and tender. Get an air fryer. They're so worth it. Another conclusion I had is, this is the 3rd time I made steak in the air fryer. The first 2 times first time I didn't know what I was doing. It came out amazing. Second time I totally left it, forgot to season it or put butter or anything. And it came out burnt on the outside, but still pink on the inside. And it was amazing. This time I checked it and did all these different little doodads and did backflips and tried to do everything right. And it didn't come out as good as the first 2 times. So what I'm finding is, if you really love steak, aim to have it a little more pink. If you worry too much about it not getting done and you overdo it just a tiny bit, I'm finding I like rare better than medium. I thought I liked medium rare the best, but I actually like rare the best. Medium is okay. Once you cross medium, ugh. But anyway, happy cow eating.